pretty cool. Good day everybody, welcome to Runner's Radar. We are here at the Conte Centre in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee for the Rod Run. Now I'm here with Byron, who's going to give us a little bit more information on this awesome show and some more details. Byron, how's it going?
All right, everything's going good. The weather's great and we're here at the Conte Centre. We've been doing the show here for the last 9 years, but this show has a history of 40 years in the area.
40 years. Where was it before then?
I'm sorry?
Where was it before the Conte Centre?
It was at the Grand Hotel here in Pigeon Forge, and it started in Gatlinburg back over 40 years ago. And
it got too big.
It got so big, yeah, the Gatlinburg didn't want us up there anymore because of the congestion. So we come down to the Grand Hotel, and we took over the show, me and my 2 other promoters, in 1991. So this is the 31st year that we've done it. But we're here at the Conte Centre, and it's an excellent facility, 100,000 square foot, plus plenty of outside space.
Now this is a great, spectacular turnout. So many beautiful classics here. What is the requirements for registration?
Well, to get in the building, we hand-pick the cars that go in. We only have around 50 cars in the building, and they're the best of the best. Outside, we have more cars, up to 300. And then we have vendors selling parts in and out of the building.
What's the year cutoff? Is there a cutoff for the year or no?
The title?
No, for the cars to come in.
Oh yes, $15 general admission per day.
Yeah, but how new can a car be? 1960s or is it 1940?
Oh, there's no limit.
There's no
limit. It's what we call an open show.
Okay.
Open to any model.
Open to any model, any year.
Any model, any year. Correct.
Okay. Wow. And how do you pick the cars for the inside?
They send us pictures and a history of the car and what's been done to it, and we choose from there. And we try not to choose like cars. We try to get an assortment of cars, like so many Fords, so many Mopars, so many Hot Rods, so many Chevrolets, and not too many like Camaros. I could fill the place up with Camaros.
100%.
So we try to limit.
And you've got to keep everybody happy.
Yeah, that way when somebody
so
pays
beautiful
to come in, they see a good variety of cars.
They see a good variety of cars. Now, are we preparing for next year's already?
Absolutely. I've already got the spring inside over half full.
Wow.
For spring next year.
Wow. So, for viewers who want to get involved next year, where do they go?
They can go to our website, rodrun-pigeonforge.com, or they can call our office, 865-687-8303.
Wonderful, wonderful. And it is such a beautiful weather here. We're very blessed with the weather.
For about 6-7 days straight, there's not a cloud in the sky.
I love it. It's my type of weather for the car show.
That's a promoter's dream right there.
It is. Now today is the Friday, so tomorrow it's going to be a lot more busier as well. And I mean, it's already busy now.
Yesterday our attendance is up 27% over last year. And last year the weather was a little iffy. It wasn't real rainy, but it was, you know.
But that's the thing with these car shows and the car enthusiasts is they will show up. Even if it's raining,
that's right.
They will still show up.
They'll show up, but a lot of times more will show up if it's pretty.
Of course, more spectators and that will come up. But I appreciate that, Byron.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much for your time. So in addition to the Rod Run that's happening here in fall, which is now, you also have the Corvette Expo, which is happening in March. And then you've got the Spring Rod Run.
Spring Rod Run is, you'll take one of these with you. It's got all the...
Yep. And they're all going to be here at the Conte Centre.
At the Conte Centre, that's
beautiful.
Correct. I'll get to it. That's a Corvette.
Wonderful.
And then we've got our 24 dates down here.
Okay, I'm going to take 2 of these.
If you want to take that with you, that's got all the info there.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
doing?
Not too bad, sir. How are you?
Good.
What you got here?
I do letter art photography.
Letter
I go
art.
around taking pictures of stuff that looks like letters, and I spell out words like that's the L, the O, V, E for love.
That is very creative.
Yeah, where you from?
Me? I'm from here. I'm from Tennessee.
Oh, I tell you got that Tennessee accent.
I do, don't I? I'm from Australia, sir.
See?
Hey, this is really neat stuff.
You like that?
Yeah, I do. You've got a very good eye, sir. So do you just go out looking
Go
for
out
things?
everywhere, parks, behind old buildings.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Everywhere. This is the first time you ever been to the United States?
No, I've been here many times.
Many times.
For 10 years I've been coming back and forth.
You from Queensland, or where are you from?
Sydney.
Sydney, Australia.
Yeah. So if somebody wants to get access to you and your great work here, what can they do?
I just have to just catch me at the show. I don't have no website or nothing. I'm retired.
Okay.
I just piddle at this.
This is for fun.
This is for fun.
It's a good hobby. It's a good hobby.
Now, who are you showing this video to?
You're on Rana's radar.
Oh, am I?
Yep, you're on YouTube, so I'll give you some details on that.
Oh yeah, they are. I really like the 68 I bought me a 78 about 15 years ago. I did and sold it. So I bought me another one about 6 months ago. I went right by.
Hi there. Is it yours, sir? Okay.
Come back see us. You will.
Beautiful 36. Absolutely beautiful. I'm Rana.
Richard, this is my son. This is
Nice to meet you.
He built the car.
You built the car, sir. Okay, so the car is for a customer.
Well, our customer passed away.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
So he died suddenly with apparently a heart attack about 2 months ago.
Oh no.
So we brought it up here for the wheeler. He's got about 4 cars. And
Yep.
this is one of the top of the line ones.
It's definitely top of the line. I'm so sorry to hear that. He would have loved to see it finished.
500 miles, about all he drove it.
That's all right. Hey, was it Todd?
Hello.
Aaron, sorry. Could I get you to tell us a little bit more about this beautiful car for my channel?
Yeah, it's a 36 Plymouth convertible. Leno, the customer of mine, he brought it to us all stock.
Yeah.
And we tore it down and built what you see here. Put the 6.1 liter Hemi in it.
I did notice that. That's absolutely brilliant. We'll get to that. So the customer brought it to you all stock. Does that mean it was all original?
All original.
Wow. And he must have had it since...
I don't know exactly when he bought it. I just know when he did buy it, he didn't want to keep it stock because it's not good to drive them when they're stock. You couldn't really do a whole lot with the old engine in it.
I mean, 1936, he had an original engine in there?
Correct, it's all original.
Wow.
And he wanted something that he could get on the road with, not have any trouble,
Yep.
keep up with today's interstate drivers.
Yep.
So
Well, he would definitely keep up with them with that Hemi 6.1.
Oh yes, definitely keep up the traffic in this thing.
Now, there's a lot happened here, okay? And you've built the entire car. So, is it an all steel body?
It's all steel body.
Okay.
We did take out some of the firewall to make room for the Hemi to go in it. The chassis is stock, but it's modified with a Fat Man's front end.
Okay.
The rear is a 4-link TCI setup.
What is that setup? I'm not familiar with it.
The 4-link, instead of having the old leaf springs in it, the 4-link, there's 4 bars in the back.
Right.
You can adjust it with coilovers, raise it lower. It just keeps it more stable than today's leaf springs. There's no wind up on the springs when you take off. Drives more like a Corvette.
Drives more like a Corvette and looks like this. I mean, this is just an amazing hot rod, to say the least. The color, customer chose that?
The customer chose the color. It's, they call it Sublime Green Effect. It's off the Challenger, so it's a production color. He chose the interior colors.
That's brilliant.
And then he chose the wheels. I tried to talk him into going to something more modern and bigger, but he liked the old standard 15s and artilleries.
But I love the rims.
Thank you. Yeah, that's the artillery. They're Will Smith wheels.
Will Smith wheels. Beautiful. Now in 1936, obviously this looks glam as anything. Have you added stuff? Like, were the mirrors similar to that, or?
No, we added the mirrors. They're from Hagen. We added those to it.
Because they wouldn't have had mirrors.
Correct.
That's what I
cars
thought.
back then didn't have the mirrors, or they might have one on your muscle cars, stuff like that. So yeah, we did the dual mirrors.
And was the roof also canvas as well in 36?
It was canvas. We changed it to the Stay Fast. We had to redo the wooden bows. We had a friend that he did those for the customer. And then we kind of took off a little of the back to make it slant a little bit more so it wouldn't be so much square and boxy. But
the lighting you've done in here just really complements the whole look of the car.
LED lighting, everything's push button, so you won't see a shifter other than the PCS controller.
Wow.
In the bottom. The gauges, the stock gauges, but we sent them out to Classic Industries. So it's all been redone, working with the fuel injection and the Hemi engine.
So he wanted everything to be modern.
Everything
to look flash, and then he wanted them to be stock.
Yes, everything.
Okay, fair enough. Now this motor here, we know it's big. So how big and powerful is it? A Hemi 6.1?
6.1's around 420 horsepower, I believe, at the crank.
Yep.
Plenty of power to move this little car.
Especially for this size and
yes.
for this weight, definitely. Wow.
Yeah, it'll fly. I've driven it a few times.
Well, you're very lucky.
Well, thank you.
I would have loved to have driven this. The horns caught my attention. Are they similar to what would have been in 36?
Yes, yes.
Beautiful.
The factory horns, he wanted to put them back on it. The headlight buckets are factory, but now we've replaced the lights with LED modern lighting.
So you've got 3 different types of lights happening here.
Yeah, these are like your new cars. When it comes on, these are DRLs. They light up, and then they also act as the turn signals.
Oh, right.
So everything's in the buckets. They're actually for a Harley Davidson. He loved to ride Harley, so he wanted to incorporate motorcycle lights. Even the tail lights are for aftermarket motorcycles.
Wow.
So we redid the buckets on them and built the trim rings to go on the lights on the back.
Will the family now be taking the car?
If it don't sell here at the show, we'll take it back to her, but since he's passed, she just wants to go ahead and sell it.
Yeah.
I hate to see it go to a new home, but
I mean, he put a lot of thought into this, you know, with the...
This was his dream car.
Yeah.
She had some tears when we pulled it out of the garage to bring it here, but she just hopes it'll go to a new home. Somebody will enjoy it.
A good home, somebody who's going to enjoy it and appreciate it and not try to add some crazy customizations to it.
Correct.
Because, I mean, with this color here and the Dodge color, it's beautiful, but you got to be very careful.
Oh, yeah.
That any kind of pinstriping, anything you try to add to it, would really take away from the look.
Correct.
Now, this is brilliant. So where is your shop based out of?
Just outside of Knoxville in Powell.
Okay.
So this is pretty much our backyard. We're always here at the shows.
Watkins Restorations.
Watkins Restorations. We're a small shop, just word of mouth. We don't do a lot of advertising. We like to keep low key.
So look what you've done here. So
Oh, thank you.
I definitely don't think it's that small. Now, how long did this take you?
Roughly 3 years total time. It would have went faster, but you know, you pause and stop because you have to send a lot of stuff out from. You're always waiting on things to come back.
Of course. And COVID wouldn't have helped things.
True, true.
Oh, well, that's awesome. That's awesome. Brilliant. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Good to see you again, Ian.
Hey, stranger, how are you?
Good, how are you? Hey.
How's life on the internet?
It's going well. You're going live at 11 o'clock today.
Ooh.
Yeah, keep an eye out. See you. So what block is that?
Sorry?
What block is it?
It's a 496.
496.
Yep, it's just a GM block.
Beautiful. Did you restore this from scratch?
No, that was actually been painted for about 25 years. I just painted bits and pieces of it.
That motor, how old is it?
It's a
block.
67. The motor?
Yeah.
I don't know. It came out of his son's race car. I mean, it's a full, straight up, full race car.
Full race car. So does that mean that it's turbocharged as well?
Sorry?
Is it turbocharged?
No.
No.
Nope, just a single carburetor.
Single carburetor. It's beautiful.
Thank
What
you.
are those things on the side? The barrels.
What's that?
The chrome barrels. This one here, what's that?
That's air conditioning, because this car actually has air conditioning on it now.
Oh, okay. You've added that on. And
That's the stall meter.
this is top meter.
That's just keep everything charged and just running.
Beautiful. So how fast can it go?
I don't know. We haven't even tried it. I mean, I barely got it here. It's still not finished.
It's still not finished. Well, it looks good.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Steve, beautiful. Beautiful Corvette. What year is it?
It's a 1963 split window.
Okay, did not look like this in 63.
No, ma'am. It was actually a silver with black interior car.
Okay.
We put 2016 BMW mineral gray paint on it, custom interior.
Mineral gray. It's beautiful.
Mineral gray, yep. 2006 or 2012 LS3 engine, 6-speed manual.
Is that from the Corvette as well?
No, it's actually from a 2012 Camaro.
Oh, from a Camaro. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
That's beautiful. So, in what condition did the car come to you?
When we got it, it was just a body sitting on a chassis, no motor, no drivetrain. The body was in decent shape, and the original frame was real nice, so we used both of those.
Okay.
We did a coilover conversion on the original frame.
What is that? A coilover conversion?
This car would originally came with a leaf spring that traverses from side to side, and front coil springs. What it is it's a coil spring built into a shot. It's all in one, so
Right.
it just, you can adjust, it gives you adjustability.
And is that to help you around the corners?
It is.
Okay.
When we
Okay.
put bigger brakes on it, better
Yep.
stopping.
Yep.
So it's got a lot of subtle kind of resto mod type things.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely customized, isn't it? It's
We left the body original because it is the original 63 Corvette.
Yeah.
But
and you had to, because with the fenders, and it's couldn't take away from that look.
that's right.
Could not take away from that look. The interiors are amazing. We'll get to that, but nice wheels here. What have we got here?
Those are custom shot wheels. They're out of California.
Okay.
We went with the kind of the original knockoff spinner center cap. They're powder coated with the brush or polished ring.
That's what's giving that shine, isn't it?
Yep,
And this is original to the hood?
it is.
Beautiful. I mean, there's always, I mean, you've got the split
Yeah, the two-piece bumper.
two-piece bumper. Okay, I was going to call it a split bumper, but
Yeah, the split bumper, that kind of comes from the second gen Camaro kind of deal. But like I say, the body and all is mainly original, just a custom color.
and how long did this take you?
We've had this car 7 years.
Okay.
I haven't had a whole lot of time in it because this is a personal car of my dad's.
Okay.
And it don't pay the bills to work on.
Well,
your
that's
own
the
stuff.
thing. If it's a customer's car, it would have been done in a quarter of that time.
Yeah, exactly. So
And you guys do the interiors as well?
I didn't do the interior in this car.
Okay.
We had a guy in North Carolina, Street Seats out of North Carolina, did the interior for us on this car.
Let's go and have a look at those interiors. That's going to get a lot of attention today. Wow, there's nothing stock about that.
Not on the interior. I mean,
No.
we did use the original dash and everything, and
But it's been all
things like that,
customized.
but it is a full custom interior.
It's absolutely beautiful.
Thanks.
And I love I would never have chosen the tan to go with this grey, but looking at it together now,
Yeah,
it works. It really works.
I had even the interior guy wanted to talk me out of this color, but once he was done
You
with it, he's
decided
like,
on the color?
I did. He tried to talk me out of it, but
So
I was pretty hard-headed.
what made you decide on the tan color? Because you would never
I had the car already painted, and
Yeah.
I mean, I've got samples of all the leather interior colors, and
Okay.
I just held it up there, and the minute I set this one on there, that's the one I wanted. And I
One
normally
complements the
like to
other.
go with my original gut feeling.
Well, it hasn't failed you here, sir. So
Thank you.
that's pretty cool.
Thank
And you know, like I said, the tan complements the grey complements the tan. It's worked really well, and you've done well on the steering wheel as well. So that's
Yeah,
awesome.
that steering wheel is actually a custom steering wheel that looks original, but it's actually 1.5 inches narrower than an original would be.
Okay.
And that's actually rosewood and teak wood, two different
Rosewood,
kinds of
teak
wood.
Oh, that's amazing.
Thanks.
Absolutely brilliant. Well, I do appreciate your time. Now, where is your shop at?
I'm out of SMC Restorations in Spartanburg, South Carolina.
Okay. And people can get contact with you online as well?
Yeah, I mean, I have an Instagram and a Facebook. I don't really keep it updated just because
That's not good for business.
No, it's not, but I got enough business from word of mouth that I'm busy.
Well,
enough.
your work speaks for itself. So SMC Restorations?
Yes, ma'am, out of Spartanburg, South Carolina.
Wonderful. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Now, I do get drawn to the orange color, and this here with the black, absolutely beautiful Z28 1973, and it's been a frame-off restoration. So we're going to have a chat with with Ralph, and get him to tell us a little bit more on the story and his process of restoring this beautiful 73 Z28. love it when they've got books because it really gives you an idea of what the owner went through. So that's what the original car looked like. Far from what's standing in front of us at the moment, that's for sure. That's Ralph there. And yeah, he's been very hands-on throughout the entire process. Yep, well, come over here, Ralph, first up.
Okay.
Introduce yourself, sir. Where are you from?
I am from Clayton, North Carolina.
Beautiful. I was looking at the photos and I was just telling my viewers, you've been very hands-on with this car.
Yes, ma'am.
So tell us a little bit more.
My friend and I, Rick Crumley, this is Rick here, he helped me to build the car. We took it to him and we took it completely apart.
Where did you find the car?
I found it right outside of Raleigh.
It looks like there was nothing inside.
Yeah, the car had a full interior. It's a full car.
Okay.
Original car, original motor. There was the interior of the car when I first bought it.
And that engine there could not be restored?
That was the engine. And this, I don't have the original engine in it, but that's what it was when I bought it.
Okay.
So we took it all apart, took every nut and bolt out of it, and then just started over.
I mean, you guys have done one heck of a job.
That's my friend Rick.
Okay.
So,
looks worlds apart from what it was in those pictures. I mean, just by under the hood, obviously this is the block is a lot more different, but then again,
smooth
the firewall, it's been smooth.
Vintage AC. We did a Detroit Speed tub kit. We did a Hotchkiss front end, a custom interior by JB Upholstery, and then my friend Rick painted the car. But both of us had a lot of work in it, but Rick was the mastermind. I picked the colors out.
It looks like a Harley color. What color's the paint?
It's called Tangelo Pearl House of Colors.
House of Colors. I do know those guys. They do
Pearl.
great work. And what's the engine now?
The engine is a 350 small block, 4-bolt main. It's just a mile build. And the engine was actually built by a fellow named Mark in Martinsville, Virginia.
Okay. Beautiful. So why don't we put down the hood before we get to the interiors?
Okay.
I can help you with that. Look at that. That's just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. There's something when orange and black get mixed together. Very nice. And what's the wheels you've got here?
The wheels are American Racing. 19s on the back, 18s on the front. You see the beautiful.
Wow. Did you restore back the dash to the original 73 look?
It's the original dash. It's just covered in leather.
Wow. Now why the 73 for you?
Because I owned that car in 1973 when I was 19 years old.
Oh, wow.
So I had to have another one.
Good for you. What happened to that car?
I sold it 6 years later. I let someone talk me out of it. I sold it for $3,000.
Oh, no.
And then I found this, and I had to pay $6,000 for that.
For that. But you know what? You can't beat yourself over it because look what you've got now in front of you. You've got to be happy about that. It's absolutely beautiful.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate that. Thank you, sir.